My father, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., stood upon this hallowed spot, and the Spirit of God spoke through him and summoned a nation to repent and to redress the shameful sins long visited upon its African-American brothers and sisters. 50 years ago, he delivered a sermon on this mountain, which crystallized like never before the painful pilgrimage and aching aspirations of African Americans yearning to breathe free in our own homeland. But Martin Luther King Jr.'s utterings of 1963 were neither a forlorn lament of past injustices nor a despairing diatribe of cruel conditions of the day. No, indeed, his words are etched in eternity and echo through the ages to us today, were a tribute to the tenacity of an intrepid people who, though oppressed, refused to remain in bondage. Those words of Martin Luther King Jr. were a clarion call to all people of goodwill to rise up together, to make this nation live out the true meaning of its creed, and to perfect within us a more perfect union. And so I stand here today in this sacred place. In my father's footsteps, I am humbled by the heavy hand of history. But more than that, I, like you, continue to feel his presence. I, like you, continue to hear his voice crying out in the wilderness. The admonition is clear. This is not the time for nostalgic commemoration, nor is this the time for self-congratulatory celebration. The task is not done. The journey is not complete. We can and we must do more. The vision preached by my father a half-century ago was that his 4 little children would one day live in a nation where they would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. However, sadly, the tears of Trayvon Martin's mother and father remind us that far too frequently the color of one's skin remains a license to profile, to arrest, and to even murder with no regard for the content of one's character.